Oh, well, hello. It is Tease. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. Excuse the appearance in it. Excuse. So I just did a few braids, but I'm gonna hit the shower soon if you're wondering. But I just want to get by the window because it's a little dark in here. But I just wanted to say really quickly because I noticed everything, and I guess this could be just a. I don't necessarily want to say a message to the politicians or to the people, but I guess this really could be for everyone as far as literally fooling the flock and fooling the people and manipulating the sheep, so if you will. You know how there's something called the sheeple, or people that can be easily manipulated. And I guess my question would be, and it should be self-explanatory, and I basically already answered the question, but to like the politicians and then to these bought and paid for celebrities, it's like, why do you all come to meetings? Why do you come to interviews? Why do you come out for rallies and all this stuff when you already know who's going to be next in line as far as who's going to be the next president? If I know you're going to be the next president, I'm not going to tell you, vote for me, vote for me. If I know good and damn well, come November, it's going to be somebody else in there. Now, I know it'll be a contradiction to say vote for me if I already know who the hell it's going to be. But the whole point is to fool the people. That's what I'm saying. So my job is to fool the people. So I'm fooling you into thinking that your vote matters when I already know who the next president is going to be. And then it's another thing, too, what they do. It's one thing for me to lie to you, but then for me to go ahead and then tell you to go to these athletes and then to go to these entertainers and you tell them to vote for me, knowing good and damn well you already know who's next in line. And although it doesn't matter who's next in line, as far as presidents, because I just feel like it's going to be detrimental anyway, because, or either way, because let's just say both parties mean us well. Just the fact that we're putting all of our strength and all of our, I'm really relying on you to save my life. I can tell you right now, that's going to be toe tag number one. Both parties can mean you well. Oh, we want to take you to the moon. You know what? I appreciate you. God bless. But me putting all of my trust and strength into you to take me to the moon, that'll be mistake number one. And then mistake number two is literally believing everything that you hear. Haven't you heard the saying, believe nothing of what you hear and believe everything that you see, or vice versa? Believe what you see and damn what you hear. That works both ways. Don't believe what you see and don't believe what you hear. Because again, you see them laughing and smiling. Somebody that like that cackling Kamala, she can wear that. She could still cackle, knowing good and well that she's going to be literally the cause of a lot of people's demise, if not already. And I'm sure she got a few bodies. And I'm sure Red got a few bodies too. But it's just like, wow, how you can keep a straight face and then how you can play the puppet. So like I said, that's another thing too. Here's going to be mistake number two, believing the puppets. Now, we thought we were the puppets. No, they're the puppets, because they're actually fooling you. They're the face behind the mirror. Or is there a mirror behind the face? I don't know how to say it. So pretty much like, again, oh, I'm your candidate, vote for me, vote for me. And again, we already know who's next in line. And then there's somebody telling me to get out there and vote, or telling me to get out there and burn down the White House. You see what I'm saying? As these politicians. Because honestly, if you ask me, I want to say both parties, their job is to finish tearing up America so they can have it the way they want it to be, in order for you to be more easy to be manipulated. Because even if they come out and say, after they tear this place up, okay, hey y'all, we're all lying, and those who the survivors, go ahead and get into these concentration camps. Even from then, even after they come clean or they take the mask off, you'll still be at their disposal, because again, they brought you down to zero. The dollar flew out the window. You've lost your job, lost your house, so now you're vulnerable. No food. Now you're vulnerable, so that means now you have to go to the beast. So that's what I'm saying. They're breaking you down now so you can be easier to manipulate. Because like I say again, I could say, oh, I don't believe in none of that. I would never turn my back and then tell you your life flash before your eyes, and then all that stuff you said you would never do, you the first one in line to do it. So that's what's happening right now. Break you down to zero to where you can't resist the beast, because you want to live, don't you? You don't want to leave out the garbage can, do you? So that's what's happening too. And yeah, and I would just say, just number three, just the lack of knowledge, and honestly, I don't know everything. I still got a lot of learning to do myself, but I know enough to know when to get out the way, and I know a lie when I see one. And just not knowing what we're up against and not knowing what's in store for us between now and later, that would be mistake number one. Not knowing what time it is, the lack of knowledge. And you can believe, the sun is out, everything's fine, the birds are chirping, I had lunch, went for a walked the dog, and all that. It sounds great, but what's really going on, you know? And that's one thing we don't know, what's really going on. And matter of fact, I think we don't care too. So like I say, that's going to make it that don't know, don't care mistake number 3. And like I say, this can all, we're basically, you know, it's just, I don't know. I guess my biggest concern would be, and honestly, this isn't really for the politician, because their jobs are to lie. Okay, my job is to lie to you. As anything in government, their job is to lie to you. So I can understand it on that aspect. Okay, I'm paid to lie. That's my job. That's a politician for you. No, there's no such thing as a politician that tell you the truth. Because if they tell you the truth, they wouldn't dare be elected, or you wouldn't vote for them. Oh, hey, I ain't shit. I plan on bringing inflation. I plan on bringing immigrants over. I plan on having you lose your job. I plan on closing down the schools. If I had to be honest like that, it'd be like, if y'all don't get her out of here, and don't ever let her run for office again. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they lie. They can't really tell you. I got to trick you, remember? So I can't trick you without telling a lot of lies. So when we're pointing the finger and say, hey, she's a criminal, he's a criminal, it's like, that's the point. That's why I don't really, I'm not fazed if you can say, oh, well, he or she did this. That sounds like an American to me. So you got to come harder. For me, I don't want to hear nobody's criminal rap sheet. This is a criminal country for the 1 millionth time. I don't want to hear that. So like I said, I see things a whole lot differently. And, you know, yeah, but I would say just at this point, I guess only thing we can do is brace ourselves and prepare for the worst. You know, don't prepare for, I'm just going to prepare for summer break or prepare for school to start back. No, prepare for the worst. If you, whatever the worst thing that you could think of, this is not to be negative, this is not to be scary, but just prepare for the worst, then therefore you'll know how to combat it, and you'll know how to, you know, deal with it when it comes. Like I say, because it is going to come. If they say things are only going to get worse, then that means you're probably going to see some things and experience some things that you've never seen before. So, I got this one now. Yeah, so, yeah, be mindful of that. Like, you know, really ask yourself what is really going on. You know, other than what I'm seeing on the news. The news, because everything's fine. Because notice how they're not really talking about it. What about the Great Depression? They're not telling you in about not so long from now. I don't know, between like now and maybe a few months or even a few years, you'll probably be eating out the garbage can. And I'm being actually very generous when I say a few months or a few years, because somebody's eating out the garbage can right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just talking about for the majority, like words, everybody's eating out the garbage can. Everybody has dirt on their face. Everybody's in trouble. Everybody's robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's basically where we're headed, you know. And then you can tell because this is the environment that we're in. And then notice how you're not allowed. You're not allowed to help certain people. You're not allowed to stump for just other people. Because I remember when they tell you, oh, we can't do anything just for the American Negroes, but you can do something just for the migrants. Notice how it's only the migrants are living and eating good while we eat out the garbage can. And we've been here before the country. You see what I'm saying? So this is whatever it is that's being set up is definitely something sinister. So I would say just prepare for the worst, because we're dealing with demons. This is a spiritual war. This isn't something where like, oh, okay, well, someone accidentally tripped over the cord, so the power went off, you know, so give us time to fix it. No, we're not going to fix this. We're going to wait till we get you at a certain point, and then we're going to fix it with the mark of the beast. That's basically what's prepare for the worst, you know. And like I say, again, I guess my question would be to the athletes and the entertainers, like, why do you get out there lying and kicking and scratching to people? And I understand you're doing it for money. They pay you to do it, but you already have money. And you don't help your people. I would just say, just brace yourself for hell. You're going to have hell to pay for that. Greedy ass Negroes. And like I say, it's these Negroes. And I know other people, they're catching the heat too, because like I say, this is a war for us. And just because you're in the way, you're going to become a casualty. And like I say, they are willing to do that. I'm willing to go out with a bang to get rid of this caliber of people, or to get rid of you. If I got to burn this place down just to get rid of one person, then so be it. And like I said, if I got to get rid of myself to get rid of you, so be it. That happens too. And that's what's happening right now. Because you get people, remember how when they say, you get people complaining, now pink people who are privileged, and they're not used to, oh, hey, I'm not used to being treated like a Negro. I'm not used to having to sleep outside. I'm not used to people saying no to me, or you're fired, or rent has went up. You know what I'm saying? Now they'll tell us that, like, okay, we're going to raise the rent to get rid of the Negroes. Now they're raising the rent and they're getting rid of you too. You see what I'm saying? So now it's not just us getting the terrible treatment. It's everybody's feeling the heat now. You know, and that's really by design too. Because like I say, I will destroy myself to destroy you. And I don't know if that means go out with a bang, or that's a little bit of the natural, natural karma or natural disaster mixed with mammy-made disaster. But I would say just know that And I would honestly too, I would say even when it comes with the disease, you'll have some natural disease that just come with just living in squalor, living with filth. And if everyone's eating out the garbage can, everyone's living nasty, you know what I mean? Like no access to water, food, just living nasty, then that's a disease within itself. Like you won't really need a man-made disease or a disease to be released, because it's like our filth, our squalor is going to make its own disease. With the famine, or we have a lack of food, I gotta kill you for some food. Like I said, now if you prepare, you don't have to kill nobody over toilet paper or food. Prepare now, and I would say prepare, get out the way. If you can help, you get under a damn rock. I know I don't encourage fear, and I don't encourage running away, because you do have to fix the problem, and you do have to face the beast head on sometimes. But I would say if you do want a fighting chance, you have to get out the way. Because like I say, especially if you're the only one on your P's and Q's, or you're the only one that looks like a target around here, or you look like you got it, or you're the only one with a handbag, you're going to be the number one target. You see what I'm saying? And you can prepare all you want, but if everybody knows that you're preparing, or you're the only one that's on the straight and narrow, you're going to be number one on the target, or to the hit list. So that's why I was just like, really? Like, how you just literally gonna trick me and set me up to be set up? Basically, I'm being set up. I'm gonna vote for Kamala. Ski weed, but it's like we vote for Kamala because what's that guy's name? I can't even think of his name. These people are we'll just call him Steve Harvey. Yeah, Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley. We're voting for her because they told us to, and I'm voting for her. But nobody says vote for her because she's going to do such great things. She's gonna save you. No, she's not. She just said that. No, I ain't doing nothing. Just no. But I still got to vote for it. You see what I'm saying? We are literally being fooled. The flock is being fooled. I didn't say weak. I'm not being fooled. I'm not easily fooled unless I fool myself. Now, if I can fall for the trap, just ignore that intuition. Don't go in there. And if I go in there, that's my fault. That's not really me just being an open fool. I'm the furthest thing from a fool. You can brainwash me, have me drunk, and I'm still know exactly what the hell's going on. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. Be well and be safe, and just don't be careful of what you hear and see, because everything that glitters is not gold. And I know we've heard that before too. Everything that glitters is not gold. Everything that sounds good is not good. Just like with McDonald's, when they tell you, hey, come get this Big Mac, it looks so good on the commercial, and you go in there and get it, and that sandwich will probably be cold before they cuss you out as you're making your order. You see what I'm saying? You won't get good service though. That service won't be as good as the sandwich. And then you order the sandwich. Oh, can I have that Big Mac, the one from the commercial? And then you'll get cussed out. And then they'll throw this food to you, and it's gonna be cold. That's not the burger from the commercial. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, just don't fall for the hype. If it's on TV, this is to make it look good. Of course, everybody gonna be like, hey, how you? Lovely day. No inflation, no. Everybody gonna laugh, but nobody's gonna actually get on the news. SOS, Armageddon. Even when they're giving you bad news, they're not gonna be in panic. I'm not saying we'll be in panic, because that kind of mess up the delivery, but they'll make it sound good on TV, but everything's not good here on the ground. In real life, it's not. I mean, you can make the best of it, but the reality is there is hell to pay. I would just say, just don't fall for the trap. Don't believe these anybody that's on TV, run. If they tell you to run. If they're not telling you to pray and SOS and to run for your life, don't listen to them. But anyway, all right, be well, be safe.